how can we work 24 hours? One, you need to invest in security to make sure that shops are able to open at night. Restaurants, can stay as late as possible. Fuel stations can operate 24 hours instead of closing at 9 or 10 p.m. for fear of security. And factories can function, 24 hours. And services can be provided 24 hours, like we're already doing at the port. How can you make sure that, at night when people are sleeping, the port can be busy and the trucks can be moving out with the goods, so that during the daytime when we ordinary people want to use the streets, trucks are not also struggling to evacuate goods from the ports. Basically, that is what 24-hour economy is all about. And the idea is that if you are able to achieve that, then the factories will need additional labor to execute for the other hours, in addition to the hours that they're already executing. The service providers will need additional labor to execute, and that productivity. But I think that my friends in the minority need to understand that even if you introduce the best of security in the country and you provide the best of incentives, and banks are going to go and borrow money at 32% interest rates, 32% interest rate, or even 40% interest rate, as we're seeing, even if you created whatever environment for them, they can't function at that cost of borrowing. If they have to exchange dollar at a certain rate to go and then buy inputs for production, afford. If inflation is coming, afford. No matter what kind of economy you create, it won't just work. So you must deal with the fundamentals, the macroeconomic issues. And that is why in the last 1 year, we have significantly addressed those issues. And they are going to have a significant impact on the industrial sector, on the service sector. Banks are chasing companies with money at much, much lower interest rates than 2 years ago. And everybody knows that. Interest rates have come down. Exchange rate has come down. The CD has appreciated in value. Inflation has come down significantly. Utilities prices are stabilizing, and the services are also relatively consistent. Electricity is on all the time. Still some challenges with providing adequate water supply, all that being fixed. Those are the fundamental issues that sometimes make it impossible for industries to even function. And this government has invested a lot in terms of policies and leadership to deal with those issues. And the results are out there for everybody to see. And all that is having a significant impact on decisions of industries to expand, recruit more people, and then also, to be able to run 24 hours. So I can assure him that slow but sure, this government is delivering on all facets of the promises that we made to Ghanaians. Now, the issue of certificate of urgency when it comes to work that we do in Parliament, it's exaggerated because he knows that a lot of the bills that we take through certificate of urgency are bills that have already come to this House. We've referred the bill to a committee. The committee goes, consults stakeholders, and sometimes the revisions are so fundamental, the changes are significant, and the number of changes are many. And when that happens, normally the committee chair will come and ask for leave from us so that the minister will take the bill back, go and incorporate all the changes that the MPs have made at committee stage, and then bring back a new bill capturing what has already been incorporated by the MPs. Now, when those bills come, we deem it unnecessary to go through the entire process again because it's come before us. We've looked at it. We've recommended a change 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The changes are so many that we don't want to spend all the time on the floor doing it. So just go and change it and bring it back to us. So when those bills come, we then ask for leave to withdraw the old bill and then replace it with the revised bill. It's not even a new bill, the revised bill. And then we now take it through a certificate of urgency because we cannot go to Assembly Press, gazette it for 14 days again before we reintroduce it, and then we now take it through the various stages. And that's why we tend to do a lot of. So if you go and do an analysis of bills that were taken through certificate, you find out they were brought in, worked on by Parliament, sent back to the ministers, they went and changed it, brought it back, were satisfied, so we took it through certificate of urgency. So when you present to the public as if we are not diligent, we don't pay attention to the work that we've been asked to do, and so we rush things through, it's not true. It's not, and it's not fair to the Minister for Justice and Attorney General, because the legal profession, the Legal Education Reform Bill, during recess, the MPs were busy working on it. They consulted all stakeholders, all the law schools in this country, the Bar Association, everybody. They came with quite significant revisions of the proposal coming from government. So they've taken it back to the Attorney General that he should incorporate all the things that the Bar is saying, the law schools are saying, the deans are saying. And so the AG today is pleading with me that let me come and withdraw the old one and introduce the new one that has all the revisions. And now I'm saying that Afreen is kicking against certificate of urgency bill. So bring it and let's go through it that way in the chamber. You know, so that is what it is. It's not as if we're doing a lousy work. In fact, the committee met for several days, you know, during research. I'm sure some of you covered their proceedings. So I know that they worked. So we don't just, you know, fast-track bills and not give it the level of attention that is needed. On that note, let me thank you for listening, and we'll give you the opportunity to ask questions. We're supposed to start sitting at exactly 12, and I'm not sure I'm even prepared, but we have just 25 minutes to wrap up this so that we can be in the chamber to start the house. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Leader. We will now take questions. You indicate your interest when recognized. You introduce yourself by mentioning your name and the media house you represent. Please, let's keep the questions very concise. Akoli.
Thank you. My name is Emmanuel Akoli. Leader, you made reference to about 300 outstanding questions from the previous meeting. May I know steps being taken by leadership to reduce the number of outstanding questions, since some questions may lose their relevance when the time comes for them to be answered? My last question is about the State of the Nation address.
Thank you very much. My name is Christian Peterson. I report for the Insight and Natural Resources News. Leader, you so eloquently spoke about the 24-hour economy. In my preview of resumption today, I herald the 24-hour economy as a major item for this meeting. And your campaign promise hinges so much on this policy. Will you be prioritizing this bill since it has what it takes to provide that environment for actualizing this promise of yours? Secondly, is about time consciousness. You were here very early and you were not here. It reflects so much in attendance to the chamber business, especially when the House suspends. The Speaker will say 30 minutes. We discuss that among us a lot. If he says 30 minutes, we say, oh, it should take 2 hours. And it happens so often. This meeting, what assurance do we have from you to ensure time consciousness? And lastly, has to do with your commitment to, it's refreshing to hear your commitment to ensure accountability from state institutions. My experience in the past has to do with a report from the Public Interest and Accountability Committee, PIAC. 2022-2023 report for PIAC featured so much on the other paper, and it never got taken to the if Parliament was dissolved. And so for me, it's refreshing to hear your commitment about ensuring that these reports from our public institutions are taken, because that is where the citizens will got to know Parliament's interest. Thank you.
Please, one question at a time. Kofi Edu.
Thank you very much, Doc. Leader, my name is Ernest Kofi Edu. I report for Daily Guide newspaper. I had wanted to ask